And I had no idea what I was doing. I go into a room with them. They have you watch a lot of tape. The people there are very research-centric. So I always tell this story, but I went to go talk to some writers about one episode. Maybe it was like my 4th or 5th time doing the show. And the young woman who was the page said, they're taking you on a lap around the writers' rooms. And we knock on the door, and the young woman says, we're going to go see Steve and Wendy. We're going to go see Steve and Wendy. And she knocks on the door, very cheery, and nobody answers. And she knocks on the door again, and nobody answers. And she knocks again, maybe a little louder, and the door opens, and the guy's sitting against the door to prevent us from coming in. And he kind of moves out of the way of the door and looks up and sees me and goes, oh, come in, come in, come in. Sorry. He says, sorry. And I come in the room, and there's like 5 adults in this room, men and women in their late 20s or 30, very young staff, and they're watching the Paris Hilton porno tape. But in true comedy fashion, they're not watching it, they're listening to the Paris Hilton. They're all staring at the floor, and the one guy's going, wait, stop. He goes, play that back. What did she say? Play that back. What did she say? Play it back again. And they're trying to mine what she's saying for some kind of comedy content. They don't give a damn about the porno tape. So everything you do with them, you're like, it's research. We're watching Paris Hilton porno tapes for research. We're watching Tony Bennett shows, Christmas specials for research. And we do the Trump thing, and I watch Trump, and I think, you know, most of the things you do that have any impressionistic quality to them, you have some degree of admiration for them, you know. My wife and I go to the Tonys, and Pacino was there. And I know Al, I love Al. Al is I'm in the book, I just lick Al from head to toe. I love Al. And Al is there, and what's his name, who won the Tony? Mark Rylance wins the Tony. And Pacino's there, and his girlfriend, and me, and my wife. And Mark Rylance gets up and gives his acceptance speech, in which he quotes from some play, when the actor walks through the wall, or whatever the monologue is, this complete non sequitur madness that he utters as his acceptance speech for the Tony. And when he's done, Pacino and I are in the front row, we're watching, and he leaves, and the music strikes up, and they go, we'll be back in a moment with the Tony Awards after this word from our sponsor. And everybody gets up to go to the bathroom and go get a drink, and Pacino turns to me and goes, what was that about, Alec? What was he saying there? He's going to walk through a wall. I don't get it. What was he saying there? About walking through a wall. I don't get it at all. And like you're there with somebody like him, who I've studied him and worship him. You know, I do DeNiro's movie, The Depart. I did oh God.
Trump.
No. DeNiro's movie that with Matt Damon. No, not Departed. The one that De Niro directed about the CIA. Good Shepherd. I was in that movie. I can't remember the fucking title. But I'm in that movie, and you do the movie, and they say cut, and the director comes up to you, and it's the director. It's like it's going to be some guy, or we've seen rare occasions a woman, who you don't have that kind of relationship with, and the director is going to come up to you and give you your notes, and it's Robert De Niro. And it takes a lot of getting used to. Like you're standing there, and he talks to the cameraman first, and he's very technical and very much of a craftsman, and then he walks up to me and go, and he like stare at you for like 30 seconds. You go, and you go, you're very good, Alec, you're very good. Very good. Very good. And you're just standing there staring at him going, you know, you don't ever forget who they are to you, never. You try to act like you're cool. You're like, oh, thank you, Bob. And, you know, but you're sitting there going, oh, my, all you see is him. In the opening of the film. But then Trump comes along. You don't feel that way about Trump. You're not sitting there going, oh, let's talk about all those things we love about Trump. Well, let's go over those Trumpisms. I watch him, and I go, this guy's unhappy. He's cranky. When he wins, when he loses, he's the same.
Have you ever seen him laugh?
Yeah, I've seen him laugh, and you see him smile, but it's like a holiday. It's almost never. You know what I mean? It's like, and so I'm watching the tapes. Now, of course, we're not doing Trump as a movie, you know, on a set with a camera where, like, Steven Soderbergh is directing, and we're giving them like the most finely etched Trump, reality we can. This is SNL, and it's a caricature. So the goal is to just nail a couple things. So I'm there, and we're about to go out and do it for the first time at the dress rehearsal of the very first show. And I have no fucking idea what I'm going to do. And I remember looking at the tapes. I remember literally, this guy, Chris Kelly, takes you by the hand. He's the stage manager. You go all the way around to the stage so the audience doesn't see you. And they put you behind a curtain, behind a scrim, so you're going to make an entrance for one of these goofy debates with Hillary Clinton. And I'm just sitting there going, left eyebrow up, right eyebrow down. I said, stick your mouth out as far as you can, like you're going to try to suck the face off the other person in front of you, like... And I go, just those three things. And then the last thing was, you want to try to get into some kind of a mental key that they play. And I'm going, Trump to me is a guy who, I've said this countless times, but Trump to me is a guy who, he's constantly in his rhetoric seeking a stronger, better word and never finding it. So when Trump is talking to you, he's like, Mike Pence came to my office today, and we had a fantastic session. And Mike is really just the most fantastic person. He's fantastic. And he's got like a glossary of like 100 words, And I said to people the other day, we were talking about the same thing. I said, to me, Trump's mind is it's like a warehouse in like a Coen Brothers movie. You know what I mean? There's like a lot of guys running around, big fat guys in overalls, and there's like these boxes and these bins with these cards in them. And Trump's going, my nephew, my son-in-law Jared is really just. And guys are running down these hallways going. Amazing person. That's all I got. That's all I got. Amazing. We got a whole pile of fantastic over here. And that side of the warehouse is all amazing. Trump was like killing himself. My daughter is just a fantastic person. And that's all he's got. That's it.
You're not really going to stop doing this, are you?